Hi my students, welcome to my Hindi class. So this year's E segment of Orphanage School, I'll be taking your Hindi classes. So we'll start, right? I know you all are enjoying the quarantine. You have just time to play. You have lots of time to, enjoy yourself. So we'll also study and enjoy this year. Okay, we're gonna take this to online segment and we're gonna enjoy with studies also. I'll be a part and I promise you I'll give you the best time while on the E segment in Hindi class, and so does the other teachers. So we'll all start our class here. I want to speak about this Hindi segment. We have in total 9 chapters in Hindi textbook this year. So we have different types of poems, stories, tippani and different types of chapters. So we'll start with the first chapter. The first chapter, part 8, is written by Mr. Prasad Maheshwari. Okay, Mr. Prasad Maheshwari speaks about, it is a first thing, it is a poem. Mr. Prasad Maheshwari speaks about the nature, that beautiful nature we see around us. We all have seen nature, right? Because especially at this time, we all want to see the nature, we all want to travel, we want to go out, but we can't. So we know how much we miss nature and how beautiful the nature is. So Mr. Prasad Maheshwari talks about how all he's inspired from the nature, what all he wants to learn from the nature. So different things he's taking from the nature, he describes about that. So the name of the poem is Meri Abhilasha Hai. This is my dream, or this is what I wish for. Meri Abhilasha is wish or my dream. Yeah, it is wish itself, but we can also say in a way that this is my dream. We always wish for dreams. We all have dreams, right? Like for example, you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a policeman, you want to be like many of them. So we all have dreams. Likewise, Mr. Prasad Maheshwari, he wants to be like nature. So this poem, I'll describe about the poem. The poem is about 4 stanzas. Okay, in 4 stanzas he describes about nature and its peculiarities. So we'll start with the first stanza. The first stanza is about 5 lines. The first 4 lines he describes about the nature, and the last line is Meri Abhilasha Hai. That means this is my dream. So I'll start with the first line. Okay, Suraj sa dhamko mein. Suraj is our sun. Dhamakna is that burning of the sun. We all see the sun, right? We all have to get up in the morning because of the high sunlight. That's because this sun is raging, like the fire inside the sun is raging, and we all have to get up. Even in some summer days, we know it gets too hot because the sun is becoming too bright. So this poet wants to be raging like the fire in the sun. That's the first line. Dhamako is fire. Chanda sa chamko mein. Chanda is our moon. Chamakna means shine. Okay. When we all look out at the night, and the night time when we look out, we see the dark sky, right? A total black sky, and we see that one moon which shines so brightly and lights up all the sky, right? That's why we say the moon shines brightly. So he wants to shine like the bright moon. Okay, and then he says Jalmal Ujjwal. You know what is Jalmal? Jalmal is the sea water. When we go to beaches, we see the sea water coming towards us as waves, and we see how bright and energetic it is and how powerful it is. So he wants to take that character of the sea water. He wants to be bright as that, as energetic as that, as powerful as that. So see what he wants to. Jalmal is sea, Ujjwal is bright. He wants to be as bright and powerful and energetic as the sea water. And then comes the 4th line, Taro sa dhamko mein. Again the word dhamko. Why did we say the first word dhamko? From the sun. The second word dhamko is compared here with the tara. What is tara? You all are my tara. That means you all are my stars. So tara is stars. Okay. we all see the stars at night in the sky, right? It lights up the sky. at night. So Tara is stars. Okay, he says Taro sa dhamko mein. So dhamko is the same word as the sun's fire, but it is giving a different meaning here. Taro sa dhamko means he's saying that he wants to shine bright like a star. And the fifth line here says Meri abhilasha hai. This is my dream. So I'll say it once more. Okay, Suraj sa dhamko mein, Chand sa chamko mein, Jalmal jalmal ujwal, Taro sa dhamko mein, Meri abhilasha hai. See, that's the first line. He says about the big things in the nature, like the sky, the stars, the moon, the sun, and all the big things we can see. That's the first stanza of 5 lines. Now the second stanza in the poem of 5 lines is far more into the peculiar or the particular things we see in the nature. I'll say, Phoolo sa mehko mein. What's a fool? We all see beautiful flowers. Flowers is fool. Fool means flowers. We all see beautiful flowers. We just don't see it. At times when we go near the flowers, we can have that beautiful smell, that beautiful fragrance. We'll feel like, wow. We feel that beautiful smell, right? Even you can take any flower, it will have a smell. So he says that he wants to smell beautifully like a flower. Now the second line in the second stanza, Vihgo sa chahko mein. Vihag is another word for bird. Bird is chidiya. Do you remember chidiya? Chidiya is bird. Vihag is another word for bird. Vihgo sa chahko mein. Often the birds, when we get up in the morning, it goes like, it makes those beautiful noises. Like when we get up in the morning, we often hear, it's around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, we hear that beautiful tweets. It's called as tweets. We hear the beautiful tweets of the birds. It's so beautiful, right? He says that he wants to tweet like a bird. Now the third line is Gunjit kar one upavan. So this one upavan means forest groves. Gunjit is basically, it says resonating. He wants to resonate in the forest groves. And then the fourth line is Koel sa kohko mein. You know what is koel? We all know what is koel, right? Koel is a cuckoo. The cuckoo bird, what does it do? The cuckoo bird's voice is, or that tune is famous, right? We all hear the cuckoo bird's tune. What is it? It's coo coo. We all hear it, right? That cuckoo bird's cuckoo voice is beautiful, and it gives us a good feeling. So the poet says he wants to coo coo like the cuckoo bird. And at last he again says, Meri abhilasha hai. I wish, or this is my desire. So we all can see that we all read those 2 stanzas, right? You have the textbook and you all read those 2 stanzas. Now I want you to do a help for me. See, I can see the background page of that 2 stanzas. In that first page of the poem, we all see that beautiful picture, right? Who all can describe me what is there in the picture? Come on. I'll first say there's trees. There's big trees, and then there is beautiful flowers. Which all colors? Come on. There's blue colored flower, there's pink colored flower, and there's violet colored flowers. Okay, 3 colors of flowers. And then there is beautiful purple colored butterfly. Do you see that butterfly? And then there is again one more butterfly. There's 2 butterflies. The second butterfly is an orangish yellow color. See? And then we have 3 birds. 2 birds are flying together. There's one bird, that cunning bird is eating mangoes from the tree. You see how beautiful that is? So this picture describes about the nature and the beautiful things inside it. It describes about the stanzas. We read in the stanzas about different things in the nature. This beautiful picture is about that. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the 3rd and 4th stanza of our poem. Okay, so in the 3rd and 4th stanza, the poet describes about what all he wants to learn from the nature. The nature has different types of capabilities and different types of qualities we often want to have. For example, like the first line of the 3rd stanza, Nab se nirmal talu. Nab is sky. We all know how beautiful and how clear and how pure the sky is, right? It is clean. There's nothing which can make the sky dirty. So he wants to take that clearness of the sky and be pure and clear. That's what the first line says. Okay, he wants to be as clear as the sky. There's nothing which can make it impure. Okay, now the second line is Shashi se Sheetal Talu. What is Shashi? Shashi means moon. It is another word for moon. Moon is again Chand. Chand ka different word is Shashi. Sheetalta means it is the coldness, in winter season, and even often because of rain right now, it's cold at night. In summer season it was so hot, right? And now it is so cold we can sleep in peace. So he wants to take that coldness and that coldness of that moon. That's what he describes in this. Now when we go on to the third line, Dharti se Sahan Shakti lo. Our earth. Okay, for example, like earthquakes, tsunamis, lots of different types of natural calamities, lots of distractions. We, even as humans, we try destroying the earth. We dig up, we cut down the trees. So earth is like a person who can bear all this pain. We are causing different types of pain and pressure to the earth, but it still tolerates. Haven't you seen, even after a big earthquake or a hurricane, or for example like tsunamis, and we often have landslides in Kozhikode itself, right? So often like landslide and big natural calamities, even the earth still stands still. That's that tolerance and that powerfulness of the earth. So he wants to take that tolerance. Sheetalta means, Sahana Shakti means tolerance. He wants to Dharti se Sahana Shakti lelo. He wants to take that Sahana Shakti, that tolerance from earth. That's the third line. Now the fourth line is Parvat se Dhridta lo. Okay, Parvat is mountains. We always have seen mountains. The mountains, whatever happens, however the world rotates, or however it moves, the mountain is firm. The mountains, it's actually not what we see at the top. It goes deep under the soil. So the mountains is hard and they're powerful. That the big size of the mountains and all, you can't destroy them. That firmness there, they hold firm into the earth. So he wants to take those firmness of mountains, और वो बोलता है कि मेरी अभिलाषा है, this is my desire, or this is my wish, or this is my dream. He wants to take all these four qualities of clearness of sky, the coldness of moon, the tolerance of earth, and the firmness of mountains. So I'll repeat once again. Nab se nirmalta lo, Shashi se शीतलता लो, धरती से सहन शक्ति लो, पर्वत से दृढ़ता लो, मेरी अभिलाषा है. So that is the third stanza. Now we'll start with the fourth stanza. Okay, the fourth stanza is a bit hard with words, but we can easily understand that. Okay, मेधो सा मिट जाओ. Medho is moonshine. You know how the moon shines at night? It disappears in the morning, and it right, we can see it disappearing. So he wants to be like the disappearing moonshine. Okay, and then he wants to be Sagar sa lehrao. The Sagar is our sea, and the Lehar is the waves. He wants to be as energetic again, and as powerful, as vibrant, as speedy as the moon. As the waves. And in the last, Seva ke path par mein, in the path of service. Seva is service, path is in the path. Seva ke path par mein, in the path of service. Sumano sa vich jao. It means he wants to get lost. He wants to be concentrated into the service, that he wants to get lost. And he wants to forget everything, and he wants to be a part of nature. That's what he he wants and he dreams about. And at last he says that Meri Abhilasha hai. So I'll give you a brief description on the whole poem. It's about 4 stanzas. At the first stanza, he says about the main characters of our nature, like sun, moon, water, and stars. He wants to be like he wants to be like that fire in the sun and shine like the moon. He wants to be as bright as the sea water, and he wants to again shine like the stars. Meri Abhilasha hai, and that's his dream. So I'll read once more. Suraj sa dhamku mein, चंदा सा चमकू में, जलमल उज्जवल, तारों सा धमकू में, मेरी अभिलाषा है. फूलों सा महकू में, विहगों सा चहकू में, गूंजित कर वन उपवन, कोयल सा कुहकू में, मेरी अभिलाषा है. नभ से निर्मलता लूं, शशि से शीतलता लूं, धरती से सहन शक्ति लूं, पर्वत से दृढ़ता लूं, मेरी अभिलाषा है. मेघों सा मिट जाऊं, सागर सा लहराओ, सेवा के पथ पर मैं सुमनों सा बिछ जाओ, मेरा अभिलाषा है. So the second stanza against he says about the flowers, the birds, the forest groves, and the cuckoo. The third stanza he says about the sky, the moon, the earth, the mountains, the clearness of the sky, the characteristics we need, the coldness of the moon, the tolerance of the earth, and the firmness of the mountains. And again, when we come to the 4th stanza, he's saying about the service. He's saying about how he wants to disappear, how he wants to take this as a service, how he wants to get lost in the nature. And after every 5 lines, he says that Meri Abhilasha hai. So this is an easy chapter. It has some easy things like I'll say, okay. We discussed about the pictures in the background, and we have some easy relations, I'll say, okay. Suraj is dhamakna. Suraj is shines. No, he shines like bright like a fire. Suraj dhamakna. Fool mehkna. Fool mehkna means smell beautifully like flower. Koel kookna. Koel does cuckoo, so koel kookna. Sagar lehrana. Sagar is sea, comes like waves. And chanda chamakna. Chanda is moon, is to shine. So I hope you understand all of this. If you have any doubts or any things you want to more focus on, you can ask me.